Oh yeah, dude. Look at that color, right out of the wild. Haven't even touched it yet.
He's big enough to eat.
They're like a spotted gambusia. Beautiful looking. This is one of the most pretty ones I've ever seen.
And they're fat too, so they're eating well.
I don't know if it was a bad spot or a good spot, but let's see. We got Kevin from Aquascaping Supply. He owns a local store here in Orlando, my local fish store. But we're gonna see what we can't pull out today. I'm hoping to get some flagfish and some golden top minnows, but we'll keep you guys tuned. We've been kind of getting skunked so far with just a lot of gambusia, but we've got our first golden top minnow of the day. So here's I'm not sure if it's a male or female, but get this little fella or lady in the bucket. And then I think there's a few least killifish here as well. It's gambusia. We ended up moving down a little bit to a new spot, and first, a little deeper water, and first swipe, we got ourselves a flagfish. Really bright. You can kind of see it flopping down there. Let me go grab it and get a little better close up here. I mean, shoot. Look at that color, right out of the wild. Haven't even touched it yet. Thing is on fire. All right, come on, buddy. Let's get you in a bucket. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Looks like this area is a little better for us. We got ourselves a bluefin killifish here also. I'm not sure if it's a male or female, but looks pretty fat and healthy. Not too colored up right now. Like the male would get some more red and blues, so it might just be a nice happy female. Sure you don't want him?
He is big. He's not crazy big, but he's big enough. He's big enough to eat.
Crawfish boil.
He's green too. That's some cool color. I guess Mr. Lucap would appreciate him.
Right. Do you know what species they are? There's like a freshwater crayfish down here.
I'm honestly not sure.
Cool though.
I've seen these my entire life basically, and I've used them to feed fish, kept them in aquariums.
Yeah.
But still don't know what they are.
All right, well, I don't need them. You don't need them?
No. Let them reproduce some more.
Yep.
Everything in them.
Yeah. Not as big
really
as the
pretty.
last one, but pretty decent sized little guy.
Oh yeah. I don't even know how to tell if they're male or female.
I don't know either. I thought it was maybe the females or the males got more color, but I'm not really sure. This looks like still to be a juvenile regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's got some nice colors on him already.
yeah, man.
He's eating good in these ditch.
Right, tons of food. All right, guys, I was spotting this guppy, or he's not a guppy, he looked like a guppy swimming in the water. It's a spotted gambusia. I'm not really sure exactly what they are. A friend of mine called them super males. If you know, let me know in the comments, but they're like a spotted gambusia. Beautiful looking. This is one of the most pretty ones I've ever seen. But we're gonna get him in the bucket, get him home, and whoop, let's stop talking about him and get him in the bucket.
On top of some dwarf hairgrass, on top of some pearlweed.
Yeah. It's crazy. There's some big beds from, I don't know if it's tilapia or what. The tilapia or bass make them, or tilapia.
Both.
Look at all this freaking, the fish, the little fish. So you can tell there's bigger stuff. Yeah, let me see how soft this ground is. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, it looks like 99% gambusia, but it's just teeming. Oh, it's all least keelies. A lot of least keely fish. Tons of them. But yeah, there's a lot of medium and larger fish in here for sure. I mean,
Definitely plenty of fish.
yeah, man. The shrimp.
Some ghost shrimps.
Ghost shrimps. Here, you want to hold this a second? It's like some ghost shrimps.
Bigger gambusia.
Oh yeah, some more ghost shrimp.
Oh wow, it's a big girl. That could be like a whisker shrimp.
I don't even know.
Well, grass shrimp, whisker shrimp, I don't know. It's big girls though.
Yeah, man, some gambusia.
Those shrimp love this
What is
Ludwigia. I'm pretty sure it's a Ludwigia.
Yeah.
Of course, it looks like crap.
Yeah, there's tons of it out here. Tons of it. Seriously. All right, we got the trap out here. I'm interested to see if we're catching this trap down there, because there's definitely some different species of fish.
The babies were down that way. Man, there's a lot of shrimp in here. There's like 8 shrimp in here.
All right, see what we can get.
That low in it.
Tons and tons of them. Got this brim. It looks like, you said it might be a younger because it's got the spots on it.
Mm-hmm.
Got some purplish, greenish. I don't know, I've never caught one before.
He's got a
okay.
leech or something on him. One of
wow.
those bugs. Some yummy bugs. Plenty of scrimps. Once again, and they're fat too, so they're eating well.
Oh yeah.
And you can actually cook these. Eat these.
Oh God, no thanks.
You eat them whole. Look at this, dirty.
Yeah. Looks, it's a little dirty. It's not that dirty, but it's a little dirty. Here, you want to grab it?
If it's oxygenated.
So this is where we put the trap. It's got a bunch of these bass or tilapia holes. A lot of this
Oh, it's like 4
kabamba.
feet
Yeah,
in
it's deep. It went deep in there. I don't know if it was a bad spot or a good spot, but let's see. Let's see. Oh, looks like this footage will never see the light of day. We're back home. We got the fish here in the bucket, aerating. The USB air pump got it plugged into my my car charger here. You can see it's at 94 out of 100, and this has been going this whole time. So it's probably been about an hour plus, and we lost 6% of this. I think it charges the phone twice, so this thing can run for quite a while. But let's get these fish out of the bucket and into their new home, because we got some cool fish. The goal is going to be to get the fish into these plastic tubs back here, but in order to do that, we're going to dump the fish over this net and just get them all together. We got a few flagfish. I caught 3 flagfish, and then Kevin was able to give Kevin gave us one of his. Here is a crawfish. Oh shoot. The crawfish. We're gonna see if we can't breed those guys. A little smaller guy. Here's the flagfish. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 flagfish. We got this really cool spotted gambusia. It's gorgeous. Oh, there's a nice little golden top minnow. We got 2 of those little guys. I like to sort through the water a few times, so we're gonna do that again and kind of spill it out with this one now. And sure enough, there was another flagfish in there somehow. Little tiny flagfish. I guess that's 5 flagfish. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that was only 3 in there. So this is the 4th flagfish. I have to double check. But that's why you always kind of double, triple seine stuff. So we have the fish here. These are the flagfish. They seem to be doing well. They're still a little skittish. The golden top minnows definitely are still skittish, but seem to be a little more acclimated. We already had 1 golden top minnow in here, and we added the few we caught. And as you can see, the flagfish over there in the corner. But I got a plan because I want to combine the flagfish. We still have some flagfish down here that we had caught the other day. So I want to essentially set up individual tanks, species only. Right now these are native only, but we're going to take these flagfish, remove them from this tank with the bluefin killies, and make sure this tank is only bluefin killies. And then we'll take the flagfish from here, and we'll make this tank only the golden top minnows. And what we're going to do is move the flagfish into this tank that has tons and tons of algae. And one of the reasons why is I installed this new fluval planted light, and I didn't give it time to adjust. I literally went from an old school, fluorescent bulb that was doing a decent job, and then literally just went right to the fluval light 100%, the same exact amount of hours, which clearly promoted a ton of algae growth. definitely like a no-no plant growth, light usage 101. But in this case, we're gonna turn a negative into a positive and transfer these cardinal tetras and harlequin rasboras over to the 55 gallon. There's plenty of room in there. There's some Colombian tetras, some of the hillstream loaches, a few other random fish here and there, but there's plenty of room for these two schools. I think there's about a dozen harlequin rasboras and maybe 7 of the cardinal tetras. So plenty of room in the 55 gallon for these fish. And we'll make this our new Flagfish species only tank, although there will still be panda cories. So I'm probably gonna keep the herd of panda cories in here. So it'll be Flagfish and panda cories, not exactly species only, but may find another home for the panda cories eventually in another tank around here in the rack system. But for right now, let's move these fish over to the 55, and then we'll move these Flagfish over to this 20 long. All right, we just added the harlequin rasboras. They're already kind of schooling and look pretty comfortable. Literally, they've been in there for about 30 seconds. And then the cardinal tetras, they're kind of schooling and hiding back here. So it'll take some time for them to get truly acclimated to this tank. But as you can see, they've maintained their color for the most part. But we'll check back on them later. Time to get the Flagfish moved over. All right, we've got all 7 Flagfish in here, and I just finished putting them in here, and they seem to be pretty happy. Look at the tail on this guy. They seem to be really getting at the algae right away. Sorry, the glass is dirty as heck, but they seem really happy. You can see the blues in their tail, which I didn't even realize was there before. It's not in all of them, but in a few of them you can see it. They're kind of schooling, moving in and out. Definitely still skittish, but even less skittish I feel like than they were in the last tanks, and they've only been in here for just a few minutes. So really looking forward to seeing how they kind of behave in this tank. I feel like this is kind of more of a natural habitat for them, and I feel like this algae is what they eat naturally, so I'm hoping they get fat and happy in here.